We're moving in 3 days.
Is that gonna happen?
Has to. I just feel like I've always just like had chaos around me all the time. The first time I was diagnosed, I felt like a sense of relief just to know that it wasn't something about me. It was just the way that my brain works. And our brains were not built for this type of world or structure. And I just wanted to also know more about it. I just felt like at that point I didn't really know too much about it except, the negative things I had heard about it for so long. But then it just so much of how my life has been made sense to me. And with ADHD, there's something called the demon, where it's negative talk in your mind, which isn't true, but it's like something that you just like think a lot. And back then, just like the media was so cruel and constantly I just felt like they targeted me, and to have to, lived my life like this in the public eye for so many years and constantly being judged for so long, it's been a lot. But now to finally be understood and understand myself has been just so transformative and empowering. I don't know, I love it. I feel like I need to speak to an ADHD specialist of what I can do. I'm not complaining about my life, I love it, but I just feel like there's just ways where I could remember things better, or I don't know what it is. My family and I are moving into a new home, and I'm so excited to make it my own. As you may know, I have ADHD. I really believe it's my superpower, but it has its challenges too. So now I've teamed up with experts from understood.org who are helping me deepen my understanding of how my brain works and design my home to work for me. This is gonna be so perfect for the arts and crafts room. Look at this, looking out, it's already so inspiring. My ADHD fuels everything I do in my life, especially with creativity, just thinking outside the box, just seeing things that others wouldn't see. Even putting together mood boards, I could think of all these different inspirations, and I might want to take a little piece of this color or this vibe or whatever it is, but I have to really explain it to people if they don't understand it. That's why it's important to have a room like this to be able to explain it in a better way. I want you all to come on this journey with me because everyone can benefit from inclusive design. This is Inclusive by Design. Hello.
What is it that you want most out of a craft room? What does it mean to you?
It's always been a dream of mine to have just this magical, ethereal, creative space that's organized. At our old house in Malibu, which burned down during the wildfires, we had this whole art room, and the kids and I would always go in there and just paint together. And now that it's gone, I need to rebuild it and make it even cooler.
So when you think about the space, what do you want to feel most?
Just happy, calm, creative, fun, just living.
There's a lot of what's inside you that you want to see inside the space. And the key is to make it individual to you. While you have, a variety of palette colors to choose from, getting in sort of the pink families. Once you start thinking about color, then we start thinking about comfort. One of the keys in creating space is thinking about what drives the creative moment. Mm-hmm. And in being creative, it's about finding comfortable space that draws out things from you that are in you already.
True.
And that's the beauty of this.
Towards that, just being comfortable all the time.
Exactly, and part of comfort is also vulnerability. The idea that great art comes from an internal place that is somewhat private, and that in being in a space that feels good to you, actually the posture that you work in, for example, for ADHD, we don't really think about sometimes the change in where we are impacts our attention, our focus, and our engagement. For years, I worked with kids in all kinds of different settings. And one of the things that was always hardest was to say, in the classroom, kids were always forced into the same seating arrangement.
I hated it. It was that hard desk, and you're just sitting there, and your back is hurting. And
right. And did you feel ready to learn?
No, I was so bored. I would just be thinking about this is so uncomfortable. I wish that they made better chairs.
Yeah, and you want to be able to be free.
Yes.
And your kids hopefully will be part of bringing in sort of that nurturing aspect to your space. What do you imagine most doing with your kids in this space?
We love to paint together. We love making like Play-Doh, making sculptures. They're only 1.5 and 2, so it's like
Sure.
we don't do all of the things yet, but as they grow up, like they're obviously gonna be able to do all the things.
Especially at that age, one of the things you're doing neurologically for your kids is that you're providing sort of the platform for them to be creative and expressive. The other part of that is sort of moves into the idea of organization. Do you have an organizational system or systems that you tend to like for organizing your crafts? You said you collect a lot.
Yeah.
So what's worked for you historically?
I feel like it starts off being very organized, or someone will help me organize it, and then it will like get mixed up because then the kids will come in and they're like moving everything around and like playing with everything, and then sometimes people don't put it back. Then my brain, when it sees it, it's like, oh, like why is it like that?
So the idea for you probably is going to be around maybe spending some time doing some creative labeling, but at the same time having a lot of clear faces to a lot of these drawers.
I love the clear bins that are like different colors.
Part of ADHD is that we tend to focus on what's in front of us. So if we have barriers to things that we want to access, it becomes a barrier to creativity. So having more open space, having things where you can reach them, and thinking about as you're doing your projects, allowing you to be creative by having the things you want and need the most accessible.
Yeah, because I noticed even if I would have to like go and get the other things, sometimes then I'll forget about that because a million other things will happen, or someone will text me, or someone will call, or something happens, and then it's just like I have a million like unfinished projects all the time.
One of the things that I love that I've seen you do is your vision boards and the way that you visually create ideas.
Yeah.
So when you see something that is a prior success or brings you joy, something you did with your kids, that dopamine starts to flow in the body again. And it impacts something that we call growth mindset. Prior success leads us to believe we can have current success, and then we get driven by this. Are there certain images or things you've created in the past that you'd really like to have resident in this space?
Definitely. Like on my ADHD music video, I made all of these mood boards, and I'm obsessed with butterflies because I am one. So I definitely want to incorporate butterflies somehow.
I think I have a really great sense of what it is that you're looking for, and this beautiful vision of how to capture this creative, beautiful, supportive, nurturing space.
I'm so excited just to
Thank
like
you.
just lay it and just make this house insane.
Welcome to Paris's fully realized craft room in a way that only she could create. This room contains so many wonderful resources. And the thing about it that really speaks to most of us right away is all of the levels of sort of sensory piece that we see. When you're in a space like this, you need to be able to think about, what is it that I want to create? There's a lot of substance behind this. Having the ability to understand that all of the senses of your body are engaged in different ways. So with having good lighting and having good soft coloration in the room, she's allowed to feel engaged in things she likes, which are all about dopamine. She feels like, I see these things on the wall that are meaningful to me. Things that let her think about the things that she enjoys and has created in the past. And I think being able to be sort of unencumbered and to be able to be relaxed and engaged in a space like this is really important. So when Paris and I were talking about creating this room, one of the most important elements was talking about organization. When we think about organization, we obviously have a great organizational space, but some of the elements here are really helpful. We've got transparent or open shelving. You can see what's inside of each of the bins. So when she's looking for something specific, she's not having to dig around and look for it. The key element here is being able to put the items close to where you need them and visible as much as you can, so that when you're engaged in a task, either on your own craft activity or with kids, that you have things close to hand.
So, do you guys want to paint today? Yeah, that's yellow. Then green is this one. Green, like the grass. Do it hurt? Well, not on mine.
I'll do mine here, you do yours there. Okay.
Where's a yellow here? Yellow. What do you think of this room, honey? It's pretty cool, right? Did you see up there, the sky? Look at the clouds. Should we make something for Daddy? Hey Gemini, I am with my 2-year-old right now and we want to make an art project for his dad. Do you have any fun ideas?
How about some handprint art? It's super cute and easy for little ones. You could do handprint flowers, a handprint family, or even a big handprint heart for dad. Finger painting is another fun option. Let your 2-year-old go wild with colors and shapes. Or maybe a simple collage with construction paper and stickers. Does any of that sound fun?
I love the heart idea. Can I hear more about that?
All right, here's how to make that handprint heart extra special. Using a heart-shaped canvas or cardboard cutout, dip those little hands in paint and press them inside the heart outline. Once it's dry, write a sweet message around the heart like, "Dad, we love you with all our hearts," or "Hand in hand, we love you." What do you think?
Loves it. Thanks, Gemini.
I'll help you. Whoa. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna do our first handprint art. Daddy is gonna love this. We're gonna put it in his office. Okay, 1, hold, it has to go on here. 2, 3. Cute. That's so pretty, honey. Put the roses where you think they'll like those. Love. Beautiful. I think that's perfect, honey.
Let's go give this to Daddy.
You ready? No. No?
Still coloring.
You're still coloring? Should we give this to Daddy? He just got home from work. I think we should go surprise him in his office.
Let's go.
Yeah.